Hello, very warm welcome. Driver ratings for the Spanish Grand Prix. All 20 drivers covered as we rate them out of 10 for their weekend. I'm doing this video in the car for a change. Let's get into it. Max dominates the Spanish Grand Prix. Let's start with Red Bull. Yeah, Max 10. P1, 24 seconds. Won by champion, fastest lap. I mean, just dominant, really. We say the same thing every weekend. Class of one. Sergio Perez won, and he's lucky to get one. People might say that's harsh. I don't think so. He's in the fastest car, and that's twice he's messed up in qualifying. Qualifies 11th, finishes 4th. He should easily be 2nd. He's not performing, and people will say that's harsh. I don't think it is at all. He's not performing in that Red Bull. He should easily be 2nd. If Max starts 11th, I guarantee he wins the race. So, yeah, nowhere near good enough. Let's jump into Ferrari. Charles Leclerc, 0. 19th in qualifying, shambolic. Finished 11th in the race. He must have had a car issue, but that is shocking by Charles Leclerc. Just nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. And, yeah, gotta be 0. Not to score points in a Ferrari. Like, wow. Really poor. Really bad. Carlos Sainz, 8. Now, he qualified 2nd, which was a surprise. Top Spaniard. Finished 5th in the race. The race pace wasn't there, but Carlos had a great weekend. He smashed Leclerc to bits. So that's the reason I give him 8. Next, we've got Mercedes. No, we've got Aston Martin. Fernando Alonso, 5. Probably his worst weekend of the season. Obviously, qualifying, he went off. That's his mistake. And, yeah, he had floor damage, so he qualified 8th. And then in the race, only 7th. Played the team game as he was behind Lance Stroll, but yeah, a bit of an off weekend for Fernando, which you don't rarely see. But yeah, you got to mark him down. It was his mistake in quali. Lance Stroll, 8. Now, we asked for a performance by Lance Stroll, and he's given us one. He's beat Alonso in qualifying and the race. Qualified 5th, finished 6th. A much needed result. Yes, Alonso said he would stay behind. He probably would have got Stroll, but fair play to Lance. Needed a response, he's given one. Into Mercedes. Lewis Hamilton, 10. Yeah. Qualified 4th, finished 2nd. Mercedes upgrades seem to work. A treat. Brilliant by Mercedes in general. 2nd fastest team. Lewis very strong in the race. George Russell, 10. Yeah. No. Should I go 10 for George? His qualifying wasn't great, actually. No, I think I'm changing my mind. Trying to do this in the car is not a good idea. I've got not much space to move about. Yeah, we're going 9. I forgot about his quali. Yeah, he qualified 12th. That was shambolic. And he had contact with Lewis. But in the race, he was fantastic. P12 to P3. Mercedes had great pace. And yeah, that's a positive for the rest of the season. Yeah. George Lewis, very good. McLaren. Lando Norris, 7. I feel bad for Norris. He was absolutely sensational in qualifying. Qualifies P3, outperforms the car, silences me, and then he makes a big mistake into turn 1, running into the back of Lewis, and that basically naffed up his race. Oscar Piastri, 6. Qualified 9th with Gasly's penalty. Race pace just wasn't there. Ends up finishing 13th. Alfa Romeo. Valtteri Bottas, 0. What is Bottas doing? P16, not comfortable. and then finishes 19th, schooled by Guan Yu Zhou. And yeah, Will put in the comments, Bottas has 3 points finishes out of 20. And if that is correct, that is a shocking statistic. And he also said that's like 4 races that Bottas has not been good this season, which is a very fair point. Bottas, he was nowhere near good enough at Mercedes, and he's not performing well at Alfa Romeo at the minute. Guan Yu Zhou, 9. Finally, I don't give him 5. He's got a 9. Yeah, he scores 9 for a P9. He qualified 13th, beat Bottas, P9. He gained, Yuki Tsunoda had a penalty, so he went up a place. That's brilliant by Guan Yu Zhou. Yeah, smash Bottas all weekend. Yeah, very good, Guan Yu Zhou. Inter Alpine, Esteban Ocon, 7. Qualified 6, boosted by Gasly's penalty. And then, yeah, where are we? P8, solid points. Not amazing, but yeah, it's points. Gasly, 4. Now, he did a sensational qualifying, getting P4, but he blocked 2 people. It was Max and Sainz. Drops him to P10, and that jeopardizes his race. Yeah, he gets P10 because Yuki had a 5-second penalty. AlphaTauri, Yuki Tsunoda, 7. Once again, should have scored points. And yeah, qualifying P15, track limits. He deserves points. He's running in the points, P9. And then an incident with Guan Yu Zhou pushed him wide. According to the stewards, they gave him a 5-second penalty. He ends up finishing 12th. What they should have done was drop 1 position, Yuki. You got to let Guan Yu Zhou past. And I think that's a fair penalty, rather than giving him 5 seconds. Nick De Vries, 3. He was 4th in practice 1, but yeah, spun twice in qualifying, P14 in the race, had some good tussles, but yeah, too many errors really by De Vries. Hulkenberg, 6. Strong qualifying, but he goes through his tyres too quickly, Hulkenberg. A big weakness of Nico Hulkenberg. Very good over 1 lap, as he qualified 7th, but in the race he struggles massively on tyres. Goes through his tyres all the time. Just dropped back like a stone. Finished 15th. Magnussen, 1. Qualified 17th, finished 18th. Very disappointing by Kevin Magnussen. Last but not least, Williams. Alex Albon, 5. P18 in quali, finished 16th. He's doing the best he can do. He beats Logan easily. But yeah, not much he can do. Williams very slow at Spain. And Logan Sargent, 0. Hits the wall in practice 3. Qualified last. Finished last. He is basically another Latifi, I'm afraid. Yeah. So there we have it, driver ratings for the Spanish Grand Prix. We got a few weeks off now. Yeah, we've had a triple header, but Imola got postponed, Monaco, Spain. So yeah, there we have it, driver ratings. I've gone quite harsh on a couple, especially Leclerc and Perez. Driver ratings divides opinion. Comment down below. Yeah. These are probably my favourite video to do, driver ratings. We have Mav. He literally posts all the drivers in the comments. Great that he interacts like that. Takes a long time to write out all the drivers, but yeah. So there we have it, driver ratings for the Spanish Grand Prix. Comment down below. Thanks for watching. Adios. 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 Max, a 3-time champion.